Boesman and Lena, and these are just 3 of the 10 projects that are set to receive developmental funding from the Arts and Culture Trust and Nedbank Arts Affinity. The program will, among other things, provide youth training programs or financial support and help arts organizations focus more energy on the professional side, on their craft in the areas of dance, theatre, music, literature, visual arts, and of course new media. Well, joining me now, right next to me in studio, to tell us more about the funding project, its model and aims, is Nedbank Arts Affinity's Maseda Ratshikuni. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning, Anna.
Yeah.
Morning to the viewers.
Tell us about how these I suppose the criteria that was used for the 10 projects to be selected.
Look, I think from a Nedbank side, we've actually been involved in the arts for about 20 years. So as people bank with us or using their credit card, current accounts, investments, we then donate money to the Arts and Culture Trust. That money then goes to fund various of these projects. People apply every 4 months. The trustees meet and then actually select projects. The key is that there must be projects that will actually make a difference. They create job creation and train young people as well.
Okay, so those are obviously the entry criteria, and then how do they go about applying?
Look, we have a lot of applicants. I mean, in this year, that's why we had about 900 applicants. People can just go online. It's on www.act.org.za or nedbankarts.coza. You submit an application. The trustees then vet through the whole process and then choose the ones that they believe are the top projects.
Yeah. You know, unfortunately, art funding and some funding models have, in the arts sector, have come under the microscope for their loopholes and some of the failures in recent years. What's different about this one?
Look, I think we've been doing it for 20 years. In fact, next year is the 20th year of the Arts and Culture Trust and then Nedbank Arts Affinity. So, and we've got a very simple system, first of all. So we don't ask people, sometimes for community organizations, to give you reams and reams of documents. But what we make sure that we have experts involved in various areas of the arts, and through that process we actually really get great programs. Speak
to us about the previous funding cycles. I mean, once it's over, do you give continued assistance, or is it sort of a one-off thing?
It's, in fact, next year we're actually trying a program where we'll be having funding projects for 3 years. So we'll give them tranches for 3 years to see, because I think to be successful in development, you do have to fund over time. But in the main, most of the stuff that we've done now has actually been, you know, as people apply, a lot of the projects, the 10 projects that we're talking about, are now in December and into the first 3 to 5 months of 2014.
Is there one project that stands out for you, perhaps, that you can give us an example that has been a great success?
Look, the Flute and Five Foundation, which is actually in Mpumalanga, it's for next year. They'll actually be teaching 20 youngsters how to play, the flute and other instruments.
Yeah.
Early on in 2012, we actually helped them to establish that organization. So this is the second tranche of funding that we're actually giving them. And what we should have at the end of it is skilled young people who can play music.
Stunning. How does size, numbers, pace and scope really affect what the funded project gets, or does everybody get the same amount in support?
No, I mean, some people just want 10,000 Rand. I mean, and with 10,000 Rand, they can use it to really create a great community project. Other people obviously need more money, so everybody submits what they really the kind of money that they want. We review it and see, because sometimes people do pad and put they want more, because they almost say, if I put 100,000, maybe I'll get 50.
Yeah.
So we need to also look at that based on our trustees' experience as well.
Well, I mean, that brings me to the question of this transparency. How important is it to keep the selection process very transparent?
It is, because I think, we do it in particular because the Nedbank clients are into the arts. So it's very important then that any project that actually puts in something, as long as they can make a real difference, we can actually select them and make sure that we give them funding to make a difference. Yeah. And the arts are very important.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the highlights that you may have picked up. Perhaps trends, challenges when it comes to the projects who've been fortunate to receive some of the support.
Look, I think, as I said, one of the challenges is when you have community organizations in various regions, particularly in the rural areas, you can't demand for them to give, financial statements and be very, because first of all, they don't even know about that. So what we do is the Arts and Culture Trust, we actually also go into the regions and talk to people about how do you fundraise and what kind of things we're actually looking for. So I think that's the one part. We also try and make it as simple as possible. So you don't have reams and reams of information. So you tell us the idea, we believe it, and then once we've chosen the top 20, we then ask them to actually look at detailed proposals. And then after that is obviously, once we've approved them, then it's actually monitoring and make sure people deliver what they've promised.
Yeah. Give us the details again, because I'm sure so many people are listening to this thinking, oh, I could do with this.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's two ways you can get funding. So it's nedbankarts.coza.
Yeah.
That's the one. Or you can go to www.act, which is Arts and Culture Trust.org.za.
All right. All details there, and it'll talk you through the process of how you can apply for this funding.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. It's a wonderful idea. I'm so glad that Nedbank putting money where the arts are, because, I mean, arts are really the heartbeat of a country.
Absolutely.
Without arts, there's no soul.
No, that's true. I think someone said, Tabambeki said we'd be a nation of just taps.
That's it.
And toilets.
It's true. It's absolutely true. I love that. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And good luck with it. And we look forward to seeing some of these incredible projects that you've been funding. Nedbank Arts Affinities, Maseda, Ratshikuni talking to us here on Morning Live. And we'd love to hear from you. This particular one is the Arts and Culture Trust's latest funding cycle, which is supported by, as you know, the Nedbank Arts Affinity. Now, if you are a member of any of the 10 chosen art projects to be funded by this project in this current cycle, let us know how the financial support will affect your project. We'd love to hear from you. Please do email us, morninglive@sabc.co.za. You can also tweet us. You know the Twitter handle, @morninglive SABC.